Welcome, everybody. Were you going to say something?
No, yeah.
I was just going to do the hard open.
Just do the hard open.
Welcome to episode 7 of the Two Whites and a Blue podcast. So today it's one white, one blue, and one black.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yeah, he's a cat.
Yeah. We don't mean it like that. Anyways.
Well, you don't.
No. Okay.
I don't either.
Okay. We're here in my kitchen again. Kenzie's away. Will's away. So it's just me and Mike.
And Chris.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So what did you spend your money on last week? I guess we should start there since we start there every week. We may as well keep with tradition.
Well, I had to buy a couple of things, whatever the regular, obviously bills, all that. I did buy 2 hockey sticks because I had to. There's no the greatest the justification, right?
I had to.
I didn't have a choice. My hands were tired. But this is the thing though, because this is where I'm on the come up because of this, because I did try out a $150 stick.
Yeah. Because
it was on sale regularly $300. So I got.
Didn't you say this last week?
Did I?
I don't know. You said you wanted to buy a stick maybe last week, but you didn't. Maybe you didn't do it.
Oh, maybe I did say. Did we do one last week? Yeah, we did. Oh, maybe I did say it last week.
We're keeping all this in.
So yeah, maybe I did do it last week.
It's no problem.
How's the stick?
Did you play with the stick yet?
Yeah, I played with it a few times. They're nasty. So if I didn't say it, little recap, I bought 2 sticks for $70 each as opposed to a single stick for $150. And the 2 sticks for $70 were better than the $150 stick, and I have 2.
You feel like that was a steal? All day. No, it's a no-brainer.
Break.
It's a no-brainer.
Easy sale.
What about...
I almost ran out the door. I was like, this is a fucking steal, man.
How many goals do you have this year?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't keep track. I'm not Will.
Will keeps track?
Of course he does.
You play D?
I play everything.
Oh, I thought you played...
I have a bunch. I've got a couple. Like I have a hat trick and a bunch of multi-point games. Like I'm doing okay.
So you do keep track?
I have I know I got a hat trick in a game.
Interesting. That's contradictory to what you just said a couple minutes ago.
I don't have a pad of paper that says how many points.
Does he keep track?
Will
does he make his mom buy him a pack of McDonald's hockey cards when he gets a point?
Yeah, it's like $1 an assist, 50 cents a goal.
As she should.
That's what I got when I was growing up.
She should.
That's what I got when I was growing up. My dad would, because I would always score, and my dad hated it because I was being a puck hog and a hot dog. So he'd be like, "If I'll give you $1 an assist and 50 cents a goal."
Does your dad know how incentives work?
Well, he just wanted me to be a
better
player.
How to incentivize the right thing.
It was a good thing. He was incentivized because I became a more complete player. I'm not just trying to go for the goals, man. I'm playing the whole game.
What's your team's record?
We're fucking trash.
Are you?
Both teams I play on are
How's that possible?
Shit.
You and Will are both pretty athletic, young.
Doesn't matter.
What's the problem?
Doesn't matter.
You played for the Blues, right?
Yeah.
So that's a rep team.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So how come you're losing? I don't understand. I'm not a
game-changing player.
Oh, I thought you were. So what's your record? You didn't answer the question.
Fuck, we're so...
You don't keep track of your goals, assists, or your wins.
We're just fucking losing game after game.
Is there a website?
Oh, yeah, but I don't. I just like playing.
Can we check?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know what the website is. I can tell you, but it's going to take a while.
Well, what is it?
I got to find it.
Okay, never mind then.
You know what I mean?
It's Patreon-only content. I spent my money on a phone this week. Did I show you the back of this phone?
Oh, yeah. What is
this
that?
Is
porcelain?
Yeah.
That's a case.
It's a case. They call this the Almond OnePlus 7 Pro. So
almond milk?
I would honestly feel how heavy this phone is, okay? That's a heavy phone. That's a substantial phone.
Yeah, it's heavier than mine.
And so this is like quality fit and finish. Also, coolest thing, check this out. The fingerprint reader's in the fucking screen.
In it? Like it's an actual thing? Wait, what? I don't know what you mean.
It's in the screen.
In the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a...
It's like behind the screen. Right.
Yeah, but isn't that that's the new Apple phone has that too.
Does it? Check it out.
I would imagine.
Cameras
I would
here.
imagine. Oh, true. I didn't even think that. I'm still used to this fucking home button that I'm pissed that they're abolishing.
Does that thing work still?
It's perfect.
Your phone has been hanging on. I've been dating your sister for 6-7 years, and you've had that phone for almost the entire time.
No.
You trashed one of my phones. You trashed one of my phones, and then now you're on that phone.
It's fine. What am I like? This is the thing. Like, if I don't need to buy that's your thing.
It is my thing for sure. Look at all this. Look at all the tech on the table. Yeah. Tech.
He's also the type of guy that goes and stands in line the new Apple release. So
I didn't want that to become public.
Well, it happened, and I have no choice but to fucking release that information.
This episode brought to you by Tim Apple and Zoom audio equipment. I would stand in line for a phone if they had like some world breaking thing that was coming out and I was in the market for a new phone. That was the first phone I ever bought outright, was the iPhone 6, and I haven't gotten a phone on contract since.
Right.
It's
That's
just
the
not
new
worth
thing.
it.
That's kind of gone now. I learned that recently. I went to go get my phone. I checked my contract, see if I get a new one. They're like, oh, that's like done now. We just do unlimited data, but you have to buy the phone now. I was like, well, that kind of fucked up my whole plan.
Not buying the phone.
No.
Not doing the contract.
Not doing the contract. Well, there's doing, it's buy the phone. But like you can do like basically it's like a payment plan now. So it's like I could pay $120 bucks a month and you just pay out. It's the same shit, right? Like if it's the exact same thing as if you don't buy the phone, your phone bill increases, and then that's how you essentially pay the phone off.
We've talked a bit about phones on this podcast before. I noticed actually because I was saying this to my brother who's addicted to phones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more than me. And
really.
Oh yeah, big time. And I buy phones often, but like I buy phones probably once every 2 years. That's when I'll buy a new phone, once every 2 years. But a lot of people buy it even less. My brother will buy them like once every, it seems like 10 months, 11 months.
Why?
Crazy.
But I don't get, like, what do you
No idea.
upgrading?
We were just talking about this a little while ago about this like Rogers. I think the Rogers program is called Edge.
Okay.
Where like on the website, it is pure propaganda. One of the greatest marketing schemes, like not since Soviet Russia, where people were eating potatoes and lentil soup for every meal of every day, has there been propaganda like this. These guys they're fucking running this program where they say like, oh, it's not financing, it's interest free, no credit required, whatever. All they do is cut the cost of the phone. You still have to pay the upfront fee. So let's say the phone's $1,100. You got to pay the $500 up front for the new iPhone, say. Okay. So you got to pay $500. So now you got $600 split over 24 payment periods, the months of your contract. And they just add it to your data bill. Yeah. They don't give you a discount or anything like that. Well, who are they selling this to?
It's genius though, like because they like people are gonna overlook that and be like, oh, I'm getting a good deal.
So stupid.
But it's like no, people are stupid. It's like it is not the company's fault for just being smarter than the average human. Being like, oh, all we have to do, it's like handing in a piece of homework and then like that's completely plagiarized and you just change it a bit. Yeah. That's all they fucking did.
That
and it's
meme?
perfect.
What's that meme where they
just change it or don't
change it a bit.
Hey man, can I get your homework? Can I get your homework? Yeah, just change it a bit. It's the same shit. They just reworded exactly what they they reworded it in like a very marketable thing.
What kind of phone does Will have?
iPhone 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
He had his phone longer than I. He was rocking an iPhone 5.
Oh.
5S maybe? I don't even know how it lasted so long.
That's the one I had, the 5S, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I totaled.
Yeah.
No, like I have a 6. And it didn't even like buy the this is a 6. By the way, the one that I totaled, it just fucking went away. Like it just next thing you know, it's just fucked.
Those phones
malfunctioning.
That was we talked about this before about how Apple just like started their whatever battery program where now if you have an iPhone, you can like go to the store if for example it starts to glitch out or slow down.
Yeah.
So this was a story a few years ago now, but I can't remember all the details, but I'm pretty sure the story was that Apple was slowing down the processors in the phones to keep them from overheating.
Yeah.
And so all that does is slow the phone down.
Yeah.
And so what they got caught doing that.
Oh, that was a thing.
They got caught doing
that. I didn't know that.
And they offered everybody like a new battery or whatever, plus whatever else they did to make the phone work properly. It's ridiculous that this is even an option for these guys, even though Apple is like the monopoly on phones in North America. Though I would argue, dude, you've never had an Android phone. I would argue these phones are better than Apple 100%. The only thing that I think about now when I buy a phone, this is my third OnePlus phone. The only thing I think about now is when I sold my iPhone 6 2 years after I got it, it paid for a brand new Android phone with like twice the firepower, and I still took home a couple $100 on top of that. They hold value better than like
Toyotas,
like diamonds. Like it's insane how well these things hold value, right? Yeah, Toyotas hold value too. Yeah, those two.
No, like
are they sponsoring this podcast? Yeah, we gotta cut that out if they're not paying for that.
Destroying the game is on episode 6. We were 7. So is this 7?
6.
6. Yeah, we already.
Or no, it is. 7. I just finished 5 over there. We did 6 last week. 7. Now this is 7. Yeah. Fuck. I'm telling you, iPhones. You're gonna see in the next year or two, the phone whole like ecosystem is gonna get blown wide open. Have you seen this Fold phone? The Galaxy Fold? It's like this little guy with a screen on the one side, like sort of the cover side. You open it up. It's got like a camera in the top right corner, like the camera bump or whatever that you and I have on our phones. And then the rest of it is just all screen.
Okay.
And the thing is like...
How big is it?
It's got to be 8 inches. Like the thing is fucking huge.
Well, why don't you get a tablet?
That's what I'm saying. I personally don't think it's like a thing, but...
I would like to have, like, this is fine. This is like as big as I want to go.
There's one key feature of this phone I forgot to show you.
That's big.
I'd like to show you now. I'd like to show you the feature now.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
I guess. This is the phone one? Phone episode? What? The fucking... Oh, the camera popping up the top? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, sick. So it's like an old school Porsche. It's just got those stupid fucking things.
It's like
that is sick, man.
Got the rag top convertible.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. A lot of people have been talking to me about how happy they are.
That's probably why the phone's worth so much.
Yeah.
That one single feature.
This one was on sale for $6.99 Trudeau bucks. So that's not cheap, but I sold my other one already for $150. So takes a bit of the pain away.
Yeah, see, like, but the thing, like, this is the thing, like, you're very much so into buying new phones and all the new.
I just love the tech, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. I could care less. Like, I use this.
I've been watching you. That like, look at this case on this phone is. Oh, it's holy Christ.
Yeah, but like it's going. It's fucking. I'm using it right.
Been
like
through Chernobyl.
I don't give a fuck about it.
You don't care.
No, I use it for like 4 things.
Yeah.
Fantasy hockey.
Yeah.
Social media, texting. And then
check your stocks portfolio.
Of course,
you don't
always checking. You
don't have one.
I do have. I have the stocks app, but I think it's defaulted.
Oh, geez.
I have gone on it. I just don't know what I'm looking at.
You got to get Wealth Simple. I plugged that on the show like week 1. No one's gotten it yet. I got it.
It's coming. You just got this thing. Just needs to pick up some more steam, and then everybody will be on Wealth Simple.
You guys should get it.
I might get it, but like, is that just like without the abbreviations? It's just like
Wealth Simple is just it's like free trades. So on TD, okay, you're like shaking your hands like
no, but you gotta pay $10 per trade.
It's $10 a trade whether you buy or sell.
So you gotta spend money.
Yeah, you can't even buy
when you're trading. Spend a lot of money.
You have to, because otherwise your average cost is like too high, and then exactly, you got to wait for the stock to make a significant gain as opposed to like the little gain you thought it was going to make.
Yeah,
I don't have money for that. I'll level with you. No, I don't.
No one does.
No, and so I did it for a few years with weed stocks when they were like dollars, but now they're close to $10 some of them. Actually, after yesterday too.
The edibles, right?
Big gainers yesterday. Yeah.
Edibles? Is that what it was?
Well, the U.S. basically is gonna legalize marijuana, more or less, and edibles was the vote here. I think close to a month ago in October.
Like nationwide, they're gonna do it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's looking like it's gonna go that way. The presidential candidates on the Democratic side
Biden was not down, right?
But he doesn't really, Cotton Eye Joe. He doesn't know what he's talking about. His eyes bleeding. He's like 80 years old. Like, come on, man.
Well, like what? I mean, wouldn't you think majority of people, if you're voting, wouldn't you just be like, okay, look, majority of people are pretty down for this shit.
Who cares about it? Like, who cares?
Exactly. So, like, what are you going to do? You're going to gain, like, which would you rather have? The side of the people that want it legalized, which is probably massive.
Yeah. Versus
the sides of people that don't.
My favorite.
God's real and.
Yeah, ridiculous. My favorite political stance on weed is we need to do more research before we decide. Let me ask you something. How much research have we done on hard liquor? How much have we done? Probably a lot.
Tons.
And how did that research go for the species? Would you say hard liquor is going to be qualified as a superfood anytime soon? No.
I'm sorry. Like, the more I get into it, like, the more I think about it, I'm like, I can't believe alcohol is legal.
Hard liquor literally destroys your body with every sip.
Oh, yeah.
Same with soft liquor. Same with cigarettes.
Yep.
We got this
pop.
Yeah, exactly. Sugar. Yeah, sugar's insane, and like it's all legal. You know why? Because it expands the tax base. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. We just get more money for the tax, man.
I know, and this is just another thing that's like it's not even bad. It's not even bad. The only bad part about it is you have to smoke it, and you don't even have to do that anymore legally.
I had a young engineer at work talk to me the other day about investing. He found out that me and a couple of the guys at work are doing some investing, and he was saying, like, unless you think, and he makes a good point, it's unless you think somehow weed stocks are all going to go tits up, it's like weed is going to become one of the best commodity markets on earth.
It's like an easy.
People are going to be buying weed.
Mutual fund.
They're going to be buying weed, man.
It's like mutual. You're gonna be
low risk.
Of course. Yeah, very low risk. It's going to be like a for sure thing. Like I was at the beer store tonight.
Yeah.
And like I probably said this before on the podcast, but like the parking lot, because like the beer store parking lot shares
Hello Cannabis.
Yeah, they share a parking lot.
Yeah.
And now it's fucking rammed.
Is it really?
Rammed. And they're all going to the weed store. Every single time. Everyone's going to the weed store. The beer store has like 3 guys in it. Yeah. And, like I haven't even been in there, but I know I don't want to go in there because I don't want to stand in line. The beer store, there's like 3-4 guys. You know who it is. I feel like a piece of shit going into the beer store.
I want to go to Hello Cannabis. I like the Dundas. The Dundas beer store is good.
Expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
And the weed's no good.
I'm sure it's fine. Like this is the thing. Like I don't really.
It's
have
not fine. I tried.
I never really did.
I tried government weed last year, around this time last year, and it's not good. It's not.
It's just, it all depends. Like, because this is the thing. When I used to be a huge pothead in high school.
We talked about you doing a half quarter.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I used to be a huge pothead, but like guys would like try to sell me weed. Like there was a guy, Sammy G. He'd always like text me with like good name, right? So, sorry, Sammy Gully Gang G or whatever. Sammy but anyway, G. He would fucking text me this extravagant text being like, "Yo, I got like, I don't even know, breast cancer dope or fucking, I don't even know, like rainbow bat,
Mars
like
and Pluto
fucked
Kush.
Up shit." Yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm like, how much does it cost? And can I see it before I buy it?
No,
that's like the whole thing. I want to look at it and I want to smell it. Because if I can smell it, you get that a stick. Like if it's $10 a gram all the way up, $35 a half quarter, whatever. Sometimes like I've spent up to $50 for a half quarter, just depending on the chronic. And I was
$50?
Oh yeah, back when like when you were just smoking like old man weed,
50
and then the first like wave of like Kush or whatever came through. Like now it's all potent shit.
Which by the way is just a buzzword.
Yeah, whatever.
No pun
it's
intended.
Potent weed, like really strong dope. Like,
for sure.
But. Like but that was like when it just came through. It was just like that's what like I never smelled anything like that before. It's just hydroponic, is what it is. It's just hydroponic, and then it smelled amazing, tastes good, and you get fucking destroyed off it. And then, but like from what we were smoking, like I don't know, old man weed, like it's just like whatever keef, like it's just shitty bud, like it's just shake,
sticks and stems,
shake, and then and then
a lot of words I'm hearing for the first time here. Shake. Keef.
But yeah, I'm just
saying. Is that what
like,
Chief Keef's name comes from?
Keef is like crystal, I think.
Chief Keef.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the bottom of a grinder, you get like the keef. That's like crystal.
I'm not the target audience.
See, this is the thing. I used to be I don't really have skin in the game anymore, so I don't know what's going on anymore. I think it's surpassed me. But like I do know a little bit now. I'm like I feel like an old man, and I'm 26.
Do you want to give a warning to people listening to this podcast about which kind of keef and shake they should be buying? Based on what, the color?
It's the color and the smell. It's the smell. The smell. No, look at it. If it's covered in crystal, like the buds itself, the crystal. I don't know. Like crystal on its own. I don't know. Like it probably gets you fucking baked. I would imagine. But I don't know. I'm not a pothead anymore. Everything's fine with me. I have like a puff of any joint and I'm fucked.
I haven't seen you smoke any weed in a long time.
I don't. I don't get high anymore. I get scared. So I just don't do it. I don't like it.
Anxiety.
It's too humbling.
Anxiety is crippling. Scoops, you're looking anxious right now about
how
we're
baked.
talking to each
just
other.
Had one.
He's like, "What's going on over here?" Do you want to talk about the? I already know you want to talk about this. The Tesla truck.
Yeah, I do.
Well, tell me about it. Okay, first of
Space
all,
sled.
you like it or no? Did you watch the presentation where he breaks the window?
I did watch that.
Oh,
that's
my
amazing.
God.
It's amazing.
That guy. Oh boy.
That sucks. That sucks.
He's probably dead now.
Yeah.
He's probably out. He's unemployed
Tesla
for
stock
sure.
tanks 6%.
Yeah, but it tanks 6% every day.
I know, but
who cares?
I know, but like that's like to me like, oh, that is such a fucking. That is, I like what he's doing. Like, I like how he's taking a complete fucking risk. Doing that. I do respect that. But that's like the Homer Simpson car to me, man.
You think?
Yeah, dude.
I kind of like the way it looks.
Oh,
you don't like it?
It looks like it's out of Mad Max. Do you know what I
okay.
mean? It's like, I don't know.
Bitcoin Twitter today buzzing with leave it to Elon to design a car that looks fine with like a roof mounted machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I don't honestly know if I like it or dislike it. I'm not sure. Like, I want to see one on the road, and then I'll make my decision there.
Think about the first time you saw.
Who's gonna buy that?
Think about the first time you saw like
military generals.
I'm trying to think of like a comparable here, but there's not even really a
It's
comp.
like from Halo.
I know. There's not even really a comp for it. Yeah, it looks like the
warthog.
the hog. Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck.
The thing looks dope.
It just looks like you're never gonna see them on the road, but you're going to soon. It's gonna be. He might.
It's only a matter of time. Like,
man, like,
what's
honestly,
they're on order now, right? So there was a guy today on Twitter I saw.
Do you see how much they are?
Do you know how much it costs to reserve one?
$54,000.
$500.
To reserve.
Costs nothing.
I was watching the news.
You pick your whole package for $500. They'll start building it for you, or save you a spot in line, whatever. I don't know. $500 is really not that much.
No kidding. Well, yeah. Well, but like I was watching the news, but like me and my dad were talking, so I don't know if it said $54,000 or $104,000.
They're a lot.
I would imagine it would be in the six.
I'm pretty sure this guy's setup was like $70,000.
For the truck.
Through the magic of the internet, we can actually go see.
I thought this was a no fact checking podcast.
We're not checking facts. We're checking prices,
True,
bud.
yeah, this
we're
is
fucking
money
we're shopping.
MoneyGram.
I'm looking. Oh, what's it called? The Cybertruck.
Of course, I don't even.
Can you even? Because a quick Google search doesn't even bring you to the Tesla site. So can you not order this yet? You must be able to.
I have no idea. It just.
Oh, here we go. Cybertruck, Tesla. Okay, let's see what it costs. Okay, so this is ridiculous advertising here. Like the cypherpunk.
With the graffiti.
Yikes! 250 mile range, 7,000 pound towing capacity. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 6.5 seconds, which doesn't seem that fast.
What's a truck?
But whatever. Full self-driving.
Really?
Yeah. You have to pay.
Does any car have full self-driving?
So look, without going into too much detail here, you can get the the tri-motor all-wheel drive. This is the model. Okay, so there's 3 models. The one I just described was the single motor. The dual motor, 300 miles range, 10,000 pound towing capacity, 0 to 60 in less than 4.5. The tri-motor all-wheel drive. This is nuts.
0 to 60, 1 second.
500 miles.
Ooh.
Range. That's far.
That is far.
That's far.
That's deep. That's
a tank. That's a tank of gas, basically. Like more than a tank of gas.
No, it's just over. It'll be 3/4 of my tank.
Highway driving.
Yeah, highway driving.
What do you get? About 700.
I get to the cottage, which is 400 in half a tank.
Yeah.
In
my Passat used to do 800. Yeah.
It's pretty.
You're right. So this one will tow 14,000 pounds, 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is what, about 90 kilometers an hour, less than 3 seconds. That's fast.
For a truck.
That's fast. Yeah. That's not bad.
This is gonna be like the apocalypse truck.
Still only costs $150.
You
reserve for $150.
What's the total price?
I don't know. You can't. I don't know how to check. The self-driving package is It's an extra 9,000.
And apparently the thing with Tesla, like the electric cars like that, it's like the torque in these things is insane.
Is it?
Apparently it's insane.
And no oil changes, so you save money on that.
Like they're just strong fucking cars.
What is
like pulling?
This thing is all made of stainless steel, cold rolled stainless steel. This looks nuts, man.
Isn't just chrome?
I kind of want one, but I can't.
Get one. I'll be fired up.
This podcast would have to get so many more plays before I got on the wait list for this thing. I'm trying to find a price for this, for the whole thing.
If we somehow make $500 from this podcast, you have to put it into that truck.
Cybertruck, Rivian made waves with R1T. So Rivian is another manufacturer that makes electric trucks for Amazon. Amazon went with those guys instead of with Tesla. It's tough to compare the Cybertruck to much of anything on the road, but it isn't only the electric pickup coming to market. Oh no, that's the same thing. So Rivian charges for their base model $69K. Bollinger charges $125. Tesla's claimed price in its least expensive guise, they say, but like the least expensive kit package, 250 plus miles. The first one I read to you, $40K per year, another $10K if you do or $40K for the truck, another $10K if you do the self-driving, so $50K.
That's not bad.
It's less than
people are going to be buying that.
Less than new F-150.
People are going to be buying that.
I think a new F-150 costs like $70,000.
For a good one, yeah, for bells and whistles, $70,000.
Easy.
But yeah, that's
We'll be
the thing.
seeing
Like I'm right in the middle.
Tesla's mainstream now.
Oh fuck yeah!
Because
they're more
like
than
this
mainstream.
this
They're
neighborhood
big.
this neighborhood is nice, but it's not super nice.
Mm-hmm.
The guy in the corner has a Tesla truck.
A truck? Oh, like
Tesla
the
SUV,
SUV?
like the Model 3 or whatever, or the Model 6, whatever.
You can get like the Econo one's like $30,000, I think.
What's the Econo
It's just like the car.
That's the SUV.
The baseline.
car.
Baseline's like $30,000.
I think that's called the Model
I have no idea. I don't really look too much
Tesla
into Tesla.
X.
I'm not
Tesla
looking at
something?
it. I'm only buying a Tesla if I can buy like a sick one. I don't want the 30,000. I'd rather get a different car than a fucking $30,000
Did Tesla
Tesla
really drop? It did. Oh my god.
6%.
Rough day. Yeah, that sucks,
But
man.
but like I'm just saying, I would
Imagine
rather,
what it would have done if that guy didn't break the windows. He probably cost Tesla a couple $1,000,000 with that fucking
the
rock.
second toss. He like, but you could tell
The first one he broke it.
The second toss, he barely threw it.
Oh really?
Yeah, like you just like you can totally tell he let up, and then he just fucking
Broke it.
cracked, and Elon's just sitting there, just like fuck me.
That guy.
Like how do you what?
He
how
wishes
do you not
he
have
was
that
smoking.
ready?
He wishes he was smoking a joint on Joe Rogan after that.
Like how did you not have that ready?
Well, maybe it was just like the floor model. Do people not care about that kind of stuff? Like,
yeah, but
personally, if I was like, if I was, and I'm not invested in Tesla, I don't have any skin in Tesla's success at all. No renewables, no battery, nothing. I personally, if I was like one of their investors, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, this is still a sick presentation.
Yeah.
This car looks like it's something out of the fucking far future. Looks dope. People are here to see it. It goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds if you pay a ton of money.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm telling you, man. That truck is going to take off. And when it does,
I wouldn't be surprised.
we'll be coming back here for episode, 400 at the kitchen table talking about. Remember we talked about that? Remember we talked about that truck?
Why don't I invest?
Mm.
No, man. It very well could. Like it's like that's why I'm not really
Telling you, man.
getting an opinion on it, because like it could either go one or the other way, one way or the other. It could be Homer Simpson, or it could be like completely reforming
It's geared
the
to
shape
guys. It's geared to guys our age.
Oh yeah.
Like you're a few years younger than me. We're in the same demo.
It could change design plans of every car if it's like popular, right? It could completely shift the whole fucking.
You've already seen car manufacturers be so willing to abandon like not stock, but like landmark visual indicators of their cars in favor of more popular, more luxury cars.
Oh, yeah.
Great example.
Money, right?
Great example. Can you even name a single Chrysler car on the road right now that's not a 300?
Not Intrepid.
They're not on the road anymore.
I'm sure there's some on
They're
the road.
not making them.
They're not making
them.
No.
The 300
Of course.
is not exact. It's like
Phantom.
Yeah, it's a Louis Braille replica
Phantom.
of a Phantom, Rolls-Royce Phantom, or a Bentley, one or the other. But regardless, like Chrysler, literally,
You never want to buy a 300.
they totally abandoned the whole brand and just cloned a car.
Yeah.
Like
They put their name on
They
it.
didn't even try.
Yeah.
They didn't even try. And
I
like
love
so do you think
love it.
really that like other companies are not going to see this and go, we got to start thinking about hard lines
Yeah.
on our trucks and hard lines on our cars?
Like watch what they do with the new Toyota Tacoma. They're just gonna basically, instead of having round edges, they're gonna have like sharp right angles and shit.
And also like this is kind of like coming to me as we're talking, but cars are more difficult to do this for, obviously. But you know where this has happened already in like the span of a decade? Every single thing looks exactly the same based on what's popular.
Oh, phones, yeah, for sure.
When was the first, like when that iPhone came out, immediately everybody went to the full touch screen. Now you're seeing and now you saw the notch for a while, the teardrop for a while. Now you got nothing for a while. You got a bunch of phones that are sliders again. Like the trends are all the same, right?
Yeah. Well, they're just trying to do what people want, right?
Maybe, but
That's all they're doing. Well, for sure, because they're trying to sell a product.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want to
yeah.
see what's most popular.
Yeah, they're working on obviously their bottom line, but
which is kind of like it's just annoying. It seems like it's like it's not very progressional.
tell me what you think. I'm ready for this.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I know what I know what you're thinking. You got something cooking in your head there.
It just doesn't really seem like it's just all for money. It's not like for like making something an actual better product.
Yeah.
Like all they're doing is just saying, okay, what's this guy want? Like what's trending? Like what are people? Oh, I like the amount of tweets or whatever they're saying. I want to have a flip phone again. I want to have a slide or whatever.
Yes.
This. And they're like, oh, let's make a fucking quick little version of it and
Yeah.
then just make a quick buck on it and then fucking dip. I'm like, why don't you fucking make a sick ass phone that's actually super dope? Like next level. Well, this is sick. But
Do you remember? So this is still, that phone has a camera bump, right?
yeah. Remember that was what you were pissed about when you
This
first got it.
guy, who everyone knows, anyone who watches YouTube clips or reviews of phones, knows this guy, Marcus Brownlee. I showed you this guy once upon a time, I think. He's the skinny black dude. His first video is him reviewing a computer, but he can't even put the computer in the video because he's using it to record the video.
Oh, yeah.
And now the guy's got, I was looking
millions of views, right?
He's got 10 million subscribers.
Yeah, he's a young guy, right?
He's like probably your age. And
But he started young. Like he
looked like he was like 14, maybe, if that.
And he just
And so he started young, but he made a great point in one of his videos, and it sticks with me still when I buy a phone. Phone companies know that phones have like a handful of weaknesses, right? One is camera tech, because technology improves so quickly that those cameras will get older and sort of less capable very quickly, and the differences will be stark. That's not for me or you, but for people who like take pictures all the time.
What are they gonna do next? Is like X-ray?
Your sister loves the camera in the phones, right? She talks about it all the time. Yeah, and so like that's one thing. But the thing he says, the other piece, and he goes into detail on this. He goes, if you look at phones now compared to the iPhone 5, what do you notice about the back?
Around
the bump
on the camera.
The bump on the camera.
Yeah.
So everyone's got the bump on the camera now, and he makes the case that if phone companies really cared about giving you the best product, they would make the phone that 1/4 of a millimeter thicker and add it to battery or cooling or RAM or something. But they don't. Instead, they just leave everything as is. They get lazy on the design, right? And you're doing it. Exactly. They don't care about the product. They care
hilarious. They're saving like a marginal amount. But like
when you sell 1 million devices,
phones, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
It adds up.
Why the fuck wouldn't you, right?
For sure, it adds up.
And so we're made to kind of suffer from that. Now I don't know what Tesla's margins are. Like their 10K, which is like their whatever financials, is not great. So they're not making almost any money. And I think I said on this show before, but I've definitely said to you and Will, there's people in the financial world who really believe that Tesla is running a Ponzi scheme using pre-orders. So people are paying for pre-orders, and they're using that money to produce vehicles they've already sold in the previous generation. So, for example, people are giving the truck pre-order money, and they're using that money to finish producing things that are already being sold from 6 months ago.
But then, so then they just keep basically just going like staggering
down the line, right? And so eventually, when people stop giving them money, the last people in line are out of the car and
bankrupt.
You look like Enron after that.
He's going to fucking
famous
SpaceX. He's going to Mars. See you later.
Bernie Madoff, yeah. And so these guys, I don't know, man.
But you think that that's actually a thing though? Like I think Elon Musk is pretty reputable. Like, do you think it's just Tesla as a company or Elon Musk as like a company?
I'm glad you said that because I was just going to transition to something, but this is a better segue than I had in mind. What makes you think he's reputable?
I don't know.
Do you know what his? Do you know how he got rich?
Yeah, PayPal.
Yeah. He's one of the co-founders of PayPal. So, PayPal is like to me a no-brainer, right? That's a good company, easy sort of. You look at that company right away, you realize like that's a great idea. These guys really come up with something there. PayPal now, like 20 years after its inception, is still only in like 20% of the countries in the world. They haven't been able to like get over the bank hurdles in the other 80%. Great. That number might be wrong, but it's less countries than you think. That's the point I'm getting at. PayPal gave Musk a ton of money, ton of capital, and like you just described, a ton of rep.
Yeah.
And so what has Musk done since then that's made money?
It's not like I didn't base my opinion off like money.
Yeah, okay.
I was basing it off of like what he's doing.
Like his
genius,
right?
Ventures, right? That's what I'm like. Oh, he's reputable in that sense. Like I'm saying, he's reputable on a very naive. Like I haven't looked into him too much. I just like what he's about, right? Like I'm not like saying I know shitload about this guy. He's like, I'm not gonna put like my fucking hammer down, like lay the gavel. He's a fucking good dude. I'm like,
you can't put your don't put your hammer on the table. Yeah. We gotta put this on YouTube. So.
Oh yeah, sorry. Man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yikes.
Anyway, but
yikes.
But no, he like. I just think I like what he's doing. Like he's not just like hoarding his money like other billionaires do, right?
Yeah.
Like other billionaires, like they're like. I don't know. They're just. It seems like they're just playing a game with their money, just trying to get the most money, which pisses me off. I'm like, at least he seems like, I shouldn't say he's doing, he seems like he's doing, like he's spending his money, like just to do, like he's just trying shit out, like
you're
the
right.
SpaceX.
I'm
money,
I'm making a face, but I'm not making a face of what you're saying.
No,
I'm making a face to the next question I'm going to ask you. And that question is, do you agree with this statement? It's something I saw today on Twitter. This thing I saw today was a great point, sort of saying what you're saying. Say what you want about the guy's business acumen, whether or not he's making money, but there's no one right now in technology who's willing to take chances like this guy is.
No one.
It doesn't seem that way. I don't know. If there is,
major hits.
I don't know who it is if there is one, but it's definitely
he's like the guy who's doing.
It's a short list.
Like if you like Steve Jobs, it was like he seemed like he was kind of. Yeah, see you, man.
R.I.P.
dude, for the homies.
But never use homeopathic medicine.
But like, it just seemed like he might have been kind of like he was like a younger guy.
He was out there.
He had some money. He's doing some trippy shit. But Elon Musk is fucking crazy. He's just he's just fuck it, SpaceX. Let's just spend millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars on rockets, billions on rockets, and just like. He's getting it down to a science.
He did put it in orbit, right?
They got it. That like the self-landing rocket is down to a science. That is nuts. Down to every time.
But it's no passenger, right? No passenger.
No, fuck no.
Too bad.
But you probably have to have it. Yeah. So like that's what I mean. I like that he's doing that shit because and it's his money and whatever investors he has, he's just like. Hey man, this is my plan.
Well, Tesla's public, so the investors are like you and me, right?
And he's like, this is my plan.
What is Tesla's stock right now? I wanted, now that I have this Wealthsimple account, I've been like dying to look at some of these stocks that before I couldn't afford because I didn't want to pay the fees, and now I kind of want to start looking at like stuff like Tesla.
Fuck, I just kind of got like a thought about that. Like maybe he's a piece of shit.
Why?
Because maybe he's just like basically plotting on the fact that people are like believers. He's just like, what if I start fucking doing all this space shit? I'm gonna get all these believers to invest tons of money in me.
Without getting too political, I think that at some point, like the government is going to make illegal anything that has to do with like fossil fuels. And so if you're burning a ton of fossil fuel, they're gonna fucking tax the shit out of you. They're already doing it.
Of course, they have a carbon
tax. And so for Musk, like
that's like all that is.
He's already got he's already the guy in the game, and there's not anyone for all the companies who are doing electric, like Toyota has the Prius.
Yep.
They were like Chevy has the Volt, and we have Prius at work. Those things,
if they just look better, man, fuck.
They cost a lot to maintain. But
really?
Yeah, because the battery's finicky.
It's the electrical parts though.
Yeah, the battery's finicky after a while.
Parts.
But I'll tell you, man, the mileage on those things.
Yeah, they're like 500K.
Because you can split it between electric and gas. Like they do a good job with that. If he can figure out the electric thing, he's gonna
get rockets.
He's gonna get support. Oh my god. What about you know what I really want to know about? Why isn't that guy working on like monorail type thing? What's he doing? What's he waiting for?
He's probably really doing.
Is there money in that?
I think he's doing the space thing.
Well, I haven't seen him go to space in like a year, which 10 years ago doesn't seem like that much. A year.
Well, I was just thinking like, 'cause you're going by the fossil fuels, like the monorail thing. I don't really know. Maybe it's kind of
only ever seen.
Well, you don't like what's that?
Only well executed in The Simpsons.
What? Yeah. Well, they came with a theme song. What's our thing for Hamilton? The
LRT.
LRT. You're such a big fan of that, eh?
I'm on the fence. I like the idea of the LRT, but the problem is
it's gonna fuck traffic up.
That's one part.
I'm not okay with that.
Think about this.
I was like, fuck everybody.
Do you know what my problem?
Don't fuck traffic.
My problem with the LRT is that.
Do you see the bus lane? Ruined everything.
Bus lane is bad.
There's gonna be the same shit.
It's sort of the LRT. You know what my problem with the LRT is?
Anything that impedes traffic.
The LRT is by the time it's done, it's gonna be 20 years behind. Like we're already gonna have like self-driving everything by then. Why do you want to spend $1 billion on this LRT?
That's what they want to spend on it?
Close to it, yeah. And so you want to spend like
don't
pretty close.
Spend that $1 billion on maybe getting out of debt.
Like you want to spend $1 billion on the LRT, and then by the time you're done, there's gonna be other technology out there.
But what happens if it doesn't work? Then you're just out $1 billion.
It'll work.
No, I mean, like, what if it's just like the bus lane? They got rid of it.
The bus lane.
How much did that cost?
Probably not much in terms of
amount?
like balance sheet dollars. Probably probably not much in terms of balance sheet dollars. But in terms of like lost time for commuters.
Yeah, bro. I'm sick of that. That's why I am like
the bus lane was an easy one to see coming though. Like anyone who's taken the bus will tell you that like
I'm even sick of fucking bike lanes.
Like I take the bus, or I used to take the bus like when I was a kid in high school, and I'll tell you, man, I never saw anybody on the bus. If I was like going somewhere in the middle of the day, for example, like be playing basketball on a Friday or Thursday, middle of the day, there's not enough buses to require a bus lane. There's barely enough people to require the number of buses they have running.
It's insane.
Barely enough.
Barely. And it's like, this is very privileged of me. I know, and I'm fully aware of that. But fuck that shit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying, I'm in a car, and I am lucky enough to be born in a place where I have like been able to get a job and afford a car, get a fucking car. I understand.
Yes.
I'm fully aware of that, but like now you're impeding me, and it's pissing me off, and it's very privileged. I understand that, but fuck it, I'm so sick of it.
It's not that far off, and someone will probably tell me that I'm wrong about this or tell me why I'm missing part of the picture. But someone needs to explain to me how it is that the people who are constantly yapping at me about bus lanes and all this other shit, and how it's important to have public transit running at this like ridiculously high clip. These people need to realize that the people who are going to work in the morning are paying for public transit. Okay. Yeah. It's not the people taking public transit more often than not. Again, maybe a controversial thing to say. People taking public transit are not paying the same in taxes that I'm paying all the time, or that you're paying all the time. Because if they can't afford a car, or if they're living in an area where a car is not feasible, sometimes that means that they might be lower income. It's not the worst thing in the world, but to suggest that buses are this sort of like pillar of a functioning traffic ecosystem, I think is for sure. It's for sure at least out of date thinking, and it might just be completely wrong altogether. Because I mean, we're already admitting sort of that the buses as currently constructed aren't working because of this LRT we're putting in, right? If you admit that, if you're willing to go through a decade of like complete nightmare downtown in favor of, or sort of in support of the LRT being built, then you must be admitting at least that the buses and the system we have right now isn't working up to par.
No, of course it's not working.
So then why do we put this bus thing on a pedestal for people? I think there's better ways.
Because it's the only thing we have currently.
There's better ways to address it, and one of those ways, I know you don't like bike lanes, but like I'll tell you,
they just piss me off. It's fine. I get it. I'm cool
in the
with
summer,
it,
in the summer when I ride my bike, it takes me less time to ride my bike to work.
Bike lanes to me are just like mosquitoes. I get it. They're important.
Are mosquitoes important?
Yeah,
I don't think they are.
Frogs eat them.
Oh.
They're important, man. They feed ecosystems. They just piss me off.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Frogs, or whatever. Shit. They get eaten by
something's
shit.
going on with frogs and mosquitoes that you're a fan of.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Frogs, spiders, everything fucking eats mosquitoes. They're trash.
Yeah.
But they're important.
They're like the premium plus cracker of the animal world.
They just annoy me, man. I get it. I'm not like ever sitting there like just seething. No, I'm like I get it, but I'm just like, for fuck's sakes, man. Like I just see share the road. I'm like, you fucking shit. But you could come into my shit and just
share the road bumper stickers probably have to go. They have to go.
2 fingers in the fucking air. It drives me crazy.
I think you're probably right about that.
It's just like
I just wonder like. We kind of got off topic here, but the LRT's on my mind now. I just wonder how it is the city is gonna sell to like the average person, and the average person is not you or me. The average person is like someone who has to commute through downtown core, right? Like those are the people that really are most affected by this, whether they live there or just drive through. How are you gonna sell to someone in that situation? especially after it was just unveiled is too generous a term, but sort of uncovered that the city hid a 24 billion liter spill in Coots.
Yo.
How is it possible that
Like
now
you're
expecting people to just like assume that the 10-year time frame you gave them is fine and that all the environmental impact studies were fine? You know, we've already in the last 2 years now. What have you seen? You've seen this giant spill in Coos Paradise. I've meant to look at
Wasn't that recent? Like that was just like
It's ongoing.
Yeah. But I mean like recently like uncovered.
Yeah, like 3 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I just heard about it too. I was like, how many 24 billion liters?
Dude, I've been
like sewage water into our fucking.
I was telling your sister this morning.
That's insane.
I was like, I have to look and see how much volume 24 billion liters is. Is it like
it's so much?
How much is it? Is it like 5 Confederation Park wave pools or is it 100 Confederation Park wave pools? Like how much is it?
Well, it's 7 years of overflow or whatever, right? 8 or 7 or 8 years.
I gotta look right
now. It's so much, but it's like, I heard about that. And I was like, dude, that's just like, why do we as like a species just desecrate our fucking own source of living?
Because it's
easy. Water. It's the thing we absolutely fucking need.
Okay, so
and we just destroy it. Don't
be alarmed. Okay, so 24 billion was the number of
liters.
I have to do the math here before I give you this whole figure. This is gonna absolutely blow your fucking mind.
But it's like it's not like raw sewage, but it's like sewage wastewater.
Yeah,
but just still fucking brutal,
buddy. The city will come here and write you a ticket if you pour your windshield wiper into the sewer. Yeah, your wiper fluid. Are you kidding me?
There's
you don't think it's a big deal?
In government though,
huh?
There's no hypocrisy there. They're
no,
fine.
none
They're
at
fine.
all.
They're fine.
Absolutely not.
They're fine. Vote liberal.
Okay, so 1 Olympic swimming pool is how many liters of water? Yeah, I got it.
I want to say 10,000.
How many?
No, way more than 10,000. Fuck.
How many?
10,000? Am I way off?
You're off.
Way off.
Yeah.
100,000.
It's about 2.5 million.
Okay.
Liters of water.
Okay, so
an Olympic
times
pool.
Fucking 100.
So you know how many Olympic swimming pools?
Times 1,000.
You know how many Olympic swimming pools are drained into Coos Paradise?
1,000.
9,600.
Oh my fuck.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot of pools.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of pools.
That's a lot of water that we just have fecal matter sitting in.
Brutal. So
holy fuck.
You know,
we're so shit.
You're a bit too young to remember, but in 2007 probably or 2008, there was a big problem with the city's sewage system because we had like 2 or 3 weeks straight of rain, and the city didn't install the Red Hill Expressway properly, and so all this water that was coming down the Red Hill wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, it was just
it was just filling people's basements. Nice. So the city had to pay for backflow preventers for all of Stony Creek. Basically, like anything past Barton, they had to pay for like installation and maintenance of these backflow. Insane. So the city has a long history of making these mistakes with sewage. It's not new for these guys, you know. I would love to know what the total cost of that's going to be. That number's going to be fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be huge. No way. My taxes go up. They'll tell me my house is worth $600,000, and they'll
some fucking money.
MPAC will be at my my property value according to the city. It's $600K now, this house, but you got to pay $5,000 a year in tax. Try selling the place for $600K. You get looked at like you got 3 heads.
Yeah.
Well. That's
fucked,
whatever.
We try not having a house.
Well, fuck, even better.
I'm buying a house for that.
How's that going? Your house savings. Fucking do you want to talk about that? Is that podcast appropriate?
It is. It's not going very good. It's going. It's fucking going. It's just not going very good. Like I'm still an apprentice, so I'm not making the most money, but like, I'm putting a little bit away. Like good. I'm just basically right now. I'm just paying debts, man. That's all. You can save. Fucking get rid of that shit.
You can save a couple of bucks because Will left some beer here last week, so your next beer can be
free
on the house.
On the fucking.
It's a Bush too. It's on brand.
Perfect, man.
Do you want to do Mike's notes?
Yeah, I have one.
We're 50 minutes in.
Really?
We've done 50 minutes, so we can do Mike's notes if you want.
I was just thinking about this. I had a social interaction this week.
Social interaction corner.
Yeah, like this is where this came from, because I was like, it kind of does have to do with like working and all this shit.
Okay.
But like, I saw a guy that I hadn't seen in a long time, like a long time, probably a couple years.
Yeah.
Right, which is pretty long. Like I'm only 26, so a couple years, pretty long.
Long time. That's
But
like 10% of your life.
So yeah.
Jeez.
So I go up and like the way I like greet my friends is not like a hearty handshake.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen the kid in a bit. He just fucking gives me a handshake, and it was like
Trying to break your hand.
Good stiff handshake. So basically, what I'm trying to think is like, do you think there's a difference between like a nice solid handshake and a guy who's trying to have a solid handshake? You know what I'm saying? Like I think I have a strong handshake. I think it's just fine.
You got big hands.
Right. So
Yeah.
but I'm not like trying to like be like, hey man, what's going on? And like give you a good. I'm just shaking your hand naturally, right?
Yeah.
This like I swear to God, this guy fucking did it. And he like tried. It was like I was like, hey man, like I'm not a fucking employer. Like you don't need to fucking try to impress me. Like it's good to see it. But like now I immediately before this conversation starts, I already want to dip. Because this is a fucking weird interaction that we're having right now, because you just like had a mini competition with me and I'm not okay with this.
Can we talk about the guy or no?
We can, I guess, but like
He's like
I'm not going to drop names.
He's like a buddy of yours?
No, like more of an acquaintance. Like
Okay. He's a guy you knew when you were younger.
He's on the better half of acquaintance, I'll say
Okay.
that. Like I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. I just realized like
So acquaintance is a 5 out of 10. This guy's like in the 6
6 and a
range.
half.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't really know him that well. But like
Okay.
I like him more than I like most acquaintances.
It's funny you say this because not long ago, again, not naming any names or incriminating myself, a few friends of mine had this same conversation about somebody we didn't know. We didn't know this person, and we met this person. I'm trying to give as few details as possible because it's very easy to pin down this story. The long and short of it is, me and my two friends were together at this place, and we were introduced to this person who would be giving instruction in the following days. And this person's handshake, Mike, honest to God, he tried to rip my fucking arm off. And we talked about this after, the three of us. And I said to them the same thing I'll say to you now. A man's handshake is a meet in the middle handshake.
Hey, good contact.
Nice to see you.
Good contact.
You catch the thumb on the way over.
That's perfect. You're good.
And that's it.
You're good. You don't need to fucking grip. It's like these people are fucking
The guy who wants to prove a points handshake, he's using
Donald Trump.
He's using his lats in the handshake. He's coming in from the side.
Yeah.
He's shaking. He's flexing here. He's getting that nice little chicken wing there. He's shaking you hard. He's looking at you the whole time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never breaking eye contact.
And then he calls you, and then he says, "Nice to meet you, bud," or "boss," or "chief."
And then he finishes off with a nice fucking slap on the shoulder on the way out.
The worst.
Because broken. He's
absolute
broken.
Worst. This is a no-brainer. And so my theory on handshakes is as follows. It's my theory on a lot of things. People who have like some measure of power in their life will never look for ways to like exert power where there's no power to be exerted. Handshakes, for example, is a situation where there's no power to be exerted. You can tell me that you went to a class and that in this course you took, they said handshakes are the most important part of meeting somebody, and they give you the handshake antiperspirant, which is a real thing. I got friends who tell me about this. They're MBAs.
Clammy hand.
Oh yeah, so they put it on there and like your back sweats instead of your hand or whatever. Ridiculous. There's these kind of people who think that there's power to be exerted in a handshake because they don't understand that not every single interaction in your life is about power. The only way you know that is if you had some power other places in your life. For example, you play hockey, right? You want to blow off some steam, exert some power, so to speak, do it there.
Yeah.
At home, you got a dog. I rough up my dog all the time. We fight all the time. He's exerting power during those interactions. Yep. And so during those interactions, he does that. And then other times, he doesn't worry about it.
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're good.
Yeah. That's just testosterone.
Much the same with handshakes. If you think the handshake
that's
is
the
the time
to relieve.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is what you're going with. This tells me everything I need to know about you, dude. It's over for you.
You're trying
it's
to
over.
be like you're trying to be an alpha male
you know?
at like the wrong point in time. It's like, hey man, like I'm not like. And first of all, like I work out all the time. I'm a big guy.
I'll break your fucking hand.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've been in a bunch of fights, whatever. I've done all this shit.
You were in the paper for fighting.
You're not scaring me. So I'm like, dude, don't.
You were a good Samaritan.
Yeah, man. Fucking. But I'm saying like, why do you have to try to impress me with like a means of strength?
It's not good.
Right? I'm like, I don't like and this is not the interaction to do it in. Like, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good. Like, I genuinely was like, hey, man, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
And then you ruined it by trying to break my fucking hand with your, hey, what's going on? I'm like, well, this is whack. Now you're just like everybody else that I don't like.
How big is the guy?
Not big.
Not big.
Not big. Like, he's not small. But
is he bigger than me?
No. Fuck no. Fuck no. He's a small guy. He's a small guy, got big, kind of got fat, and now he's back in the gym. One of those guys.
You got his whole life story?
Well,
you got the waves of his life?
No, I'm just saying, like, the timeline I've seen him on, I've just seen every phase. Right? Like, he was a smaller, like, skinnier kid.
Yeah.
Starts working out, gets a bit of size. Next time I see him, he's a bit fat. And now he's back. He's trying to get in shape again. I'm assuming he went through a breakup or something. Now he's getting in shape.
My next question was going to be, does he have a girlfriend?
Assume, right? I don't know, because like I don't know him that well. He's honestly a good dude, but he fucked up that whole thing. And now he went from a 6.5 on my acquaintance scale to like a 5.8.
What about this?
Just with that fucking handshake.
Does it matter where the handshake takes place? For example, if
We're
the handshake
parking lot.
Outside
I was
of
gonna
what?
do
like
that.
The,
just
like
give him a fist bump. Like, what's up, man?
Like a place like the Collins or Thirsties parking lot compared to the gym parking lot. Does it matter? You care? I'm pretty fired up coming out of the gym usually.
Yeah.
So I might you might get like a back slap from me coming out of the gym. Doesn't mean anything.
I see what you mean.
You know?
For me, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're more game than I am. I think I just do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like pretty relaxed when I do all that shit.
Yeah?
I just do it. Like you seem to get fired up.
Yeah.
Like about football and shit.
Oh,
like
sure,
we're not. When I'm playing, I'm just showing up and playing. Yeah. And I'm trying hard.
Oh yeah.
But like I don't really get fired up like that. I envy that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I wish you did.
I don't care.
Nice,
I just show up and fucking kick ass, man.
Probably could have got another trophy this year.
Yeah,
if you
you blame that on me? Blame that on me? You fucking guy, you got Butterfingers in the fucking end zone.
Patreon only content. I never dropped that.
Anyway. But yeah, no, like I'm just saying, like, when it comes to a handshake, like all that matters is a good contact. Like if you just don't give the fucking limp dick.
Don't shake my fingers.
You just do a good solid.
Yeah.
I remember when I
the thumbs connecting is what it's about. You gotta hit the thumb. If you don't hit the thumb, the handshake's not complete.
Literally, like the first real job, I guess, like this was like my co-op from college, like in my field.
Yeah.
I got an interview, and I was like the first fucking legit interview that I had. Well, I had a bunch, none really worked, but then. But they were all just kind of whatever jobs. Like this was gonna be like a real job. Like I was like, okay, got a call for an interview. He's like, okay, interview's at 9, and I'm like sitting there, like, okay. First time ever done that. I was like, I don't know, 19.
Yeah.
I had no idea, like, to maybe go figure out where the building was the day before, like be prepared. I didn't know that. I learned that lesson, but I went there and then like I got lost and I was like 3 minutes late for the interview.
Okay.
Right? Because I left it like diligently. I left early.
Yeah.
I did everything to do I could.
This was
before
Google Maps was really reliable.
Well, I mean, I wasn't doing it anyway. Even if it was there, I wasn't doing that. But like I
trying
to
give you some cover. I
don't need backup. But like
okay.
I was 3 minutes late. I literally left my house at like 7:45.
Yes.
And I was looking for it forever. Couldn't find it. Finally found it. It's like 9:03. I walk in. The boss, my old boss, just goes, "Bad start to an interview, man." And I shook his hand. That's what he said to me. Like the first words he said to me as he's shaking my hand.
Yeah.
"Bad start to an interview, man." Perfect contact on the handshake. That was like probably one of the best handshakes I've ever had in my life. Just boom, we're in. What's up? And then we just go and start talking. He's like, "You want to start tomorrow?"
Nice.
I'm like, "Fucking holy shit!"
Nice.
Like I'm like, okay, so it means
the handshake
nothing.
means something.
It does, but it's
it does
like
mean something.
But like if you don't understand how to use the handshake, if you just go whack, slap it in, you just nailed the like Just like high five, look at the elbow, just whack right down the middle. Good contact.
What is that? High five?
It's a stupid thing. If you just look at the elbow, you nail it. Yeah, it's dumb.
Really?
Yeah, it's dumb. Seriously.
Do people don't really do this anymore though? Like most of the time, it's like down.
Yeah,
here.
I know, but I'm just saying like that's what it is. If you look at the elbows, you get perfect contact.
Is that right?
Yeah, try it out.
We didn't get perfect contact.
See how white we are now?
We didn't get perfect contact.
Whatever. I'm just saying, fucking all that matters is like this, like the perfect contact. You just boom, like both hands, 50-50. You're in, okay, see it.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're in and you're out. It has nothing to do like. But imagine I just tried.
You
to
don't
like
hang
alpha,
on. You don't hang on.
Alpha the boss as like a fucking 90. Hey man, come back. Let's get some more handshakes.
Let me give you a little more.
And I'd be like, okay, well you're like this interview's over.
Or what about the ice cream sandwich? You ever do that handshake? This one, like this? It's really nice to meet you, man.
Oh,
nice
I don't know.
That's only good at funerals. You should never have your palm on another man's knuckles. There's no reason. There's no reason.
When someone does that to me, it fucking actually pisses me off.
It's ridiculous.
It pissed me off.
There better be a casket at the end of the room if you're doing that, because otherwise there's no point. It looks stupid. You try too hard. Again, anytime the other person can be like, this guy saw this at some kind of fucking leadership or communication seminar. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. You should never be doing that. It's like you described. In, out, good contact. It's
now we're talking.
Introduction.
Now we're talking.
That's right.
That's it. It's like everyone's so worried. Like, and that's the thing. They stress these handshake things.
Yeah.
And they stress it and stress it and stress it. The handshake's the most important thing. So people fucking freak out.
Who thinks that?
Everybody who overthinks. It's
the most important thing.
Everybody who overthinks. Everybody who's teaching. If you're teaching someone how to do a fucking handshake,
yes,
you're the person who's telling them it's so important.
Is it possible that people who think handshakes are important really are the same people who do the handshakes wrong?
Yes,
that's a guarantee. It is possible. It is possible.
It's a guarantee. It's like the one thing that the external thing for a handshake is maybe like when you're doing you're on like you do a quick handshake, like you're just like a quick like flyby interaction. Hey, what's up, man? Slap the hand.
Very fast.
And then just quick fucking tap on the shoulder. See it. Never, the hand on the back of the knuckles is a weird one.
What about, let me ask you this. You're meeting a woman for the first time.
Oh, I gotta go limp.
Not on a date. Not on a date. Let's say, for example...
place of work?
No.
Place of work, I'm giving you a fair handshake.
That's a good one.
I'm giving you a fair handshake in the place of work.
Good one. You going 50-50?
Yeah.
Thumbs?
Not like nothing hard.
Thumb though?
Just like but like it'll be less, but it'll be the same. Right? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah.
Less assertive. Less assertive, I guess.
Do you think that most people do that, or do most people go for the hug with the women?
If you go for a hug, you're fucked in a place of work.
Pretty weird.
Yeah, it's
pretty
weird. It's very weird.
Pretty weird.
That's
what about at the bar?
Your colleague.
Tomorrow I might meet a friend of mine's girlfriend, who I will talk to you about after this podcast is done recording.
See, this is where I'm not very good.
Very tricky, right?
Yeah, it's very tricky.
Good buddy of mine. I don't know the girl though. I don't know her at all. I've never met her. Known this guy for a long time.
Maybe just like the underhand.
This?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I've never done a handshake.
No,
like this.
I don't know. Like
the magic
card?
card?
You make her kiss your hand?
Kiss the ring.
Get a ring on.
Interesting. Did you know I have a podcast? Kiss the ring.
I don't know. Like, it's like, man, that's the thing that I am so fucking bad.
Don't think that's going to work.
At introductions to like women. I'm like, all right, how do I do this? Like, what do I do? I'm like, okay, how do I want to like see this person in my future? Like, do I want to be friends with them? Or do I want more? Like, how do I fucking do that?
Interesting.
Like, for the first time. That's tough.
Without saying anything damaging to myself. Do you know what used to work when I was on Tinder? Introducing yourself for the first time?
Your dick out?
The cheek kiss.
Cheek kiss?
Cheek kiss always worked. Yeah, so it's always worked for me. It's a good way if you're...
I have never done that.
You're not Italian.
I've never done... Yeah, fair. See, that's why I got red hair.
I got a lot of experience with the cheek kiss.
And it's just like part of your culture.
Your sister and I were going to a visitation in the night. People that I haven't seen in 10 years, your sister's never met them. And we're going through the receiving line. It's cheek kiss. Everybody. She doesn't know anyone. They don't know her. Cheek kiss, cheek kiss, cheek kiss, cheek
Holy
kiss.
Shit. Yeah,
Without thinking.
That's
right?
not in my fucking repertoire.
Without thinking.
I don't have that.
You gotta get it.
I don't have that.
You gotta get it.
I'm Estonian. I don't have that tool. I just have like brick hands. It's like, hey.
I think the cheek kiss is this is like dipping into like relationship talk now, but I think the cheek kiss is good for establishing like the physical rapport,
right? Without
crossing the line,
right?
Yeah,
you know what you want. I don't want a friendship.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and like if you shake somebody's hand, You know?
Oh, it's over.
I shake my
It's
mechanic's
fucking
hand.
over.
I shake my mechanic's hand when he's done changing my
It
oil.
depends how you shake their hand, though. Kind of, I guess.
You get the idea.
I think, yeah. I honestly think if I go in, like, if I'm like interested in a girl, let's say,
Yeah.
and like I just shake her hand just based on like instinct. I'm like,
Yes.
oh,
It's over. She's done.
I'm out of here. I'm just like, okay,
I may as well just
next?
go home.
Who's next?
May as well just go
Who's
home
next?
now.
She's out. Like, fuck this. Like, I just like do it based on like natural
She's
thing. I'm
out.
like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot.
Damn.
I'm so fucking.
What about the grab the hand twirl? You ever try that?
That works.
That's
that
a good
works.
one.
That works.
That's very venue specific. Can't do that in the parking lot. But you can do that at like
you get some stairs.
could be weird. But you can do that at like the bar.
The bar, yeah.
The bar. Good place for
Yeah,
that.
that is a good way to do it. That is like I've done that
The
before.
hand
And it has
twirl
worked.
always works.
It has worked before.
Always works. What do you want to talk about next? What's your? Do you have a Mike's? You're looking. Your notebook there is really just my workout.
It's your
page for
workout.
today.
Yeah, I'm faking.
What's your?
That was my note. It was like really It was the handshake.
handshake?
Yeah, just because that really fucked me up.
I like it.
I was
like
like,
it.
it pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? That's
good
man?
content. That's good.
But
content.
it's so many people are so fucking dumb.
Let's hit one more topic.
What do you got?
Let's talk a bit about the way that guys are dressing at the gym. We did bras last week at the gym. I've noticed in the last like 2 weeks, because I go to the gym literally wearing the same sweatpants every single time I go. They got paint stains on them. I might wear socks, I might not. Does my shoes, whatever, doesn't matter.
A couple pairs of shorts and a pair of
I literally think when I go to the gym,
that is three things.
Before I leave here, I think if I leave this pair of shoes in my locker, will I care if they get stolen? That's what I think. I wear like the cheapest shit I got.
Yeah.
But the last couple of days, I've noticed guys in there wearing like this super tight like polyester
Sweaters?
cotton mix, not sweaters, like the fishtail shirts, the tight sweatpants, brand new Nikes, brand new wrist wraps.
So I don't like going to the gym.
What?
So I don't like going to the gym.
What is the line between looking good, playing good, and you're wasting a ton of fucking money on shit that you're just lifting weights in? Where's the line?
What's the difference between lifting weights in a cheap shirt and a fucking expensive
I would
thong?
argue nothing. Also, by the way, literally some of my best gym shirts are shirts that I used to wear like out and about that I've cut the sleeves off.
Yeah.
Because who works out with sleeves? If you can work out without sleeves, I'm there for that. 100%.
I wear sleeves a lot. I have like a tank top, but I don't really like wearing it too much. It's
No?
I don't really like wearing a tank top.
You
white.
You got the gray tank top with the blue.
That's
the only
my
tank top
only
you
tank
got.
top.
That's the only
That's
tank
it.
top you got.
That's all I got. And now I'm like, I don't know if I want to fucking wear that. I got like these 2 fucking Under Armour shirts that I wear, and then like a pair of shorts and then a pair of pants.
That's it.
And I just recycle it.
Do you have a lock on your locker?
No, I don't use a locker. I just show up ready to go.
That's good.
Show up ready to go. And then
Even in the winter?
Yeah.
What about the wet floor?
It sucks.
Oh.
I just deal with it.
You don't care, but you're making it worse.
Shit.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
care.
don't.
It doesn't
I've
matter.
been
You
doing
pay
it
like
for
$10 a month or
so
something
long.
at Crunch, whatever they charge
Crunch
you.
Fitness.
Yeah.
AKA sellout central.
Yeah, it's basically free.
It's fucking brutal.
I don't know what the line is.
Fucking
I'm guilty of buying like ridiculous workout gear off Instagram, but
I've never done that.
You will never catch me in the gym wearing like Yeezys. You'll never catch me in the gym wearing like basketball jerseys. You'll never catch me in the gym wearing like.
Catch you at the club wearing basketball jerseys. At the festivals.
Have I done that?
I don't know. Probably.
I probably have. Yeah.
You have basketball jerseys.
You'll never catch me at the gym wearing more than like $150 all in.
Oh, totally.
Shirt, shoes, pants, underwear, everything. $150.
My shorts are the most expensive thing I have.
Lulu?
Yeah.
You're
Both
right.
my shorts and my pants are both Lulu.
You actually bought me the shorts I wear to the gym all the
They're
time.
good, man.
They're good shorts.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
good
I'll
shorts.
spend money on that shit.
Yeah.
But like that, my shoes are fucked.
Yeah.
They're old. They're ripped. They're
I only
shit.
buy shoes on sales now, bud. Fuck it.
I don't care, man. Like fuck it. They work.
Yeah.
And I'm I used to go to like pick up girls there a lot. Like that was like my honey hole. And now I'm like kind of there. I'm like, I still would, but like at the same time, I'm like kind of here to get this shit done now.
Yeah,
like I don't want to fucking spend more time than I need to here, and like I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Right now I'm going out like prime time.
The vulture.
It sucks. It's such
Don't
a
be the
shit look.
vulture. Don't
Such
be
a
the
shit look.
vulture.
So like, but like to be fair to myself, if I can be like, I never really was. I would always like kind of like I would actually pick someone that I was down with.
That you knew.
I wouldn't just like talk to 100 girls because fucking it sucks. For girls, it must suck until it doesn't. I guess.
Seen it a bunch at the gym.
Like it sucks. Like it's like basically they're like, oh, he's good enough. I'll do this. Yeah. But like there's a bunch of guys that like clearly are not. And they're just doing it anyway. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll just fucking shift and be like, okay, fuck girls. I'll just work out and get a good workout and peel out in 45 minutes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right? And that's I'm like that's kind of where my head's at now. I'm like, okay, fuck, leave the girls alone. That's kind of
45 minutes is all it takes.
Yeah. I leave with a better pump now than I ever have.
If you don't spend time talking, texting, Snapchatting,
45 minutes.
I think cell phones should not be allowed in the gym.
Do you not rock one?
I do. Lately, it's for music. It's for music.
I have been lately, but I never did.
You're never going to catch me texting at the gym, taking pictures at the gym.
Pictures at the gym is whack.
None of that shit. I wouldn't even have my phone if I had, like... The thing is, anyone who works out probably goes through this too. Even if I have, like, a set, like, list of songs, I'm like, nice, like, this is my workout list. After half an hour, I need something else. Yeah. I always put something else on, right? Yeah. And there's Wi-Fi at the gym now too, where there wasn't a year ago, and so like I'll bang whatever Spotify shit I feel like listening to. But cell phones should not be allowed at the fucking gym. They shouldn't be allowed. They should be outlawed.
I saw people today. 2 girls were like had a full-on camera.
Forget it.
A camera, bro.
Forget it.
Like a handheld camera filming workouts. I'm like
DSLR.
I don't know what that means.
It's like an SLR with the fucking.
Oh, it was like a little selfie stick, like similar to this mic stand, and it had like a little.
Like a GoPro.
Like size of that recorder.
Oh.
Boom. I'm like sitting there like they're filming it, and I was like stretching, and she was like kind of looking at me.
I wonder if I'm in any workout videos.
Probably. Tons. Probably. Yeah. I am. Yeah. I know I am. I've seen them on fucking Instagram. I'm like,
really? And you're in it?
Yeah, I'm in it. You see me just like walking through like fucking like Sasquatch. Just like walking by. I'm like, oh. It's like I'm just barely seen. But like, no, I was like sitting there, I was stretching, and I like look up, and they're like kind of like looking at me. I'm like, because they
got you on tape.
No. They wanted to stand where I was stretching. Yeah. I'm like, oh, do you want this angle? Like kind of sarcastically. They're like, no, you can just stay there. I was like, well, now this is fucked.
Now it's weird because I know you're filming.
Because you're just sitting there like this.
How is that allowed? Camera. How is that allowed?
It's weird.
Some of the people in the gym are like there because they're ashamed of the way they look.
Why don't you just work out?
How is it fair? How is it fair to have a camera in the gym? That's ridiculous. People are trying to like look better because they don't like the way they look. Why would you ever want to be around people filming shit? This shouldn't be.
Why are you filming shit?
Well, that's totally different, but it shouldn't be allowed.
Just like work out.
I would imagine people do things all the time I don't agree with, but they shouldn't be allowed to do it in there. It should be against.
Not in a public gym. Like I remember,
I'm a big time gatekeeper at the gym. I do not want to fucking see that kind of shit in the gym.
It pissed me off too because like I remember like when I was growing up watching videos of whatever, like just like learning, right?
Yes.
It was never in a public gym.
No.
It was always like West Side Barbell or like any of those big guys.
They're all in the warehouses.
Fucking, exactly. Yeah, that's what like that. Like if I see someone at a public gym, I am not interested at all. No. It's just another fucking guy.
It's ridiculous.
You know, trying to fucking do it. I'm like, man, like just stop doing this played out Instagram format. Do something else. It's so overdone.
I've already seen you do the squats in the yoga pants.
I've already seen it. Like, how much content are you going to provide?
Already seen you do the rows and the stringer, dude. Do you want to hit anything else?
I'm good. I got nothing.
I have to piss so bad.
Just call it then.
Let's wrap it up.
On that piss note.
Episode 7.
Nice, man. Two fucking whatever.
Sponsor our podcast.
Yeah. Pay us.
Goodbye.
See ya.